In this lesson, we also cover the use of the C++ Raspberry Pi SDK. First, open the XINGYING software. Click the button to open the data casting pane. Here, select the NIC address, choose 10.11.198. Click on Enable SDK. Load the data. You can also connect the camera for playback in live mode. Now, let's open the Raspberry Pi. Here we unzip the files related to the C++ SDK for Raspberry Pi. It's already loaded here, so we won't go into that again. Navigate to the SDK directory. Here you will find a TXT file, a sample client CPP file, and the bin folder. The include folder, the lib folder, go to the bin folder, then run the sample client file, enter the IP address here. This IP address should match the network card address in our XINGYING. Here you can see the description information, including the name of the marker set, the ID and name of each marker point, the name of the rigid body, and the analog channel ID and name. Next, let's play XINGYING to capture the motion data. Let's pause XINGYING and look at the motion capture data. Here's the data we get for each frame. We start with a timestamp, then the frame number and the timestamp from XINGYING, number of marker sets, name of the marker set and the number of marker points it contains, marker ID and the corresponding XYZ position coordinates, and velocity information VC and VR, and acceleration data XA and RA. Number of rigid bodies, ID of the rigid bodies and XYZ position coordinates, quaternion values QY, QZ, velocity data VX, VC, and VR, acceleration data A, Z, and RA, number of marker points in the rigid bodies, and the ID of each marker point and XYZ coordinates. Number of skeletons. Since we haven't loaded it, it is 0 here. The number of unloaded marker points and their corresponding IDs. And XYZ position coordinates. Number of loaded analog channels.